Hi and welcome to Homeschool-ology. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I have a middle schooler down to a toddler, and today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the things that we have used in the past for math. So far we have used Math UC teaching textbooks and Beast Academy for a short time in our homeschooling career. So today's video is going to kind of show you each of those programs and what's entailed in them. It's by no means an in-depth review of each one. It's kind of just showing you the similarities and differences between them. So if you guys were interested in seeing any of these in more depth, please comment down below and let me know, and I will make another video for you. I do not have those planned, so if you do want to see them, please let me know. So we have used each of these for a certain amount of time in our homeschooling career. Math UC is fully, Math UC used to be fully at home, not online. Now they have their videos online, but it's the same thing as having the DVD. It's just a matter of whether you want to use a DVD player and have the DVD, or if you would rather just be able to access the videos online. So that's your choice. It's not really an online interactive program. Teaching textbooks, you can get the textbooks if you would like. I believe that's how they started, but mostly it's online now. It's an all online program. They do everything for you. They give the lesson, they ask the questions, they grade the questions, and it's all done for you, the instructor. And so it's a very easy program. It's kind of taking one thing off of your plate that's done by somebody else. So that's really helpful. My daughters were pretty self-sufficient with it, but they got really bored because it tends to move a little slow, in my opinion. I'll talk more about that later. And then the last one I'm going to show you is Beast Academy. So we have only used Beast Academy as the book and workbook. We used it before they had the online program. I have gone and looked at the demo for the online program, which seems great, but my daughter just found it too challenging, I guess. She enjoyed it at first. She really loved the comic book because she's into comic books, but the way they asked the questions just didn't really work for her brain, and so she didn't really enjoy it, and so we only used it for about half a school year. But it's a really great program, and if your child likes a challenge, it's a great program to use, and it's super fun, and I love the comic book aspect. That's really unique and really exciting and engaging for a lot of kids. So I'm going to pop over to some down views and some scroll throughs to show you guys the different programs, and let's head on over to that.
Okay, so this is the Gamma level, which is about the 3rd grade level of the Math UC program. So you get a teacher's instruction manual, a student workbook, and either a DVD or an online code to instruction videos, which is my favorite part of Math UC because it's something that I don't have to teach. My students can watch the video and then they do the worksheets, and it's pretty hands-off for me, just filling in when they need some assistance. If it's the first time you buy the program, you're going to want to buy the block system that they use. And we just got this little toolbox kit on Amazon. I'll try to link that. They also make good doggy chew toys, so make sure they don't fall on the floor. But this is a essential piece to the Math UC program. So it is a little bit of an investment, but you will only need to buy it one time. It works across all the levels, and I have 2 students who are using it right now. Sometimes they use it at the same time and they still have plenty of blocks. So you really only need one set, but it is worth the investment up front, even though it is a bit of an investment. So your student workbook will come in a regular, will look like a regular workbook. I just take mine apart and I put it in a binder for oh, you also, with the upper levels, you also get the test guide, or the test booklet. So I like to take mine apart though and keep it in a binder so that I can take out just 1 week's worth of lessons or worksheets at a time. So you get several worksheets for the lesson. A, B, and C are lesson practice. D, E, and F are systemic review. And then G is application and enrichment, which I really love this one. I make sure they hit it every week. And it's kind of how you apply the math to everyday life, which I find really valuable. Typically, we only do worksheet A, worksheet D, and worksheet G, and then the test. That's typically how it goes, unless I feel like they are not understanding a concept, and then we will add in more of those. But what we do is we pull out our worksheet for that day, which I pull out a week at a time and keep it in my cart, and then this book is kept on a different shelf, and then I just change them out every week. And we're really enjoying that system. It's really easy. My kids aren't intimidated by a big giant workbook, so it works well for us. I also slip them inside one of these little write-on page protector things, and they do the worksheets on here. And then we use the test booklet. I make, they actually write on the test page, and that's what I put in their portfolios. And then you do get an instruction manual, but mostly what I use out of here is just the answer section in the back. You have an answer section for each of the worksheets right here in the back of it, and the test, and that's typically what I use. It does give you the actual lesson instruction in this book, so you can use this program without the DVDs, but why would you? I mean, if Mr. Demi's gonna do it for you, why are you gonna do it yourself? So it's in here if you need it, but everything that's in this lesson is in the video, so you don't necessarily, so I don't really use this very often. I mostly use the teacher portion just for the answer key in the back. So that is the Matthew C. program and how we use it, and I really enjoy this program. I love his approach to teaching the lessons, and I highly recommend the Matthew C. program. Teaching Textbooks has a parent portal and a child portal. So in the parent one, you'll find the gradebook, and you can go in and do things like see problems they missed, see how many they get right, how many they get wrong, their grade, see which ones they missed. You can go in and actually select the ones that they missed, and you can, or actually every problem, you can go in and clear it so they have to do the problem again, or you can change their answer if they later got it right. It's pretty easy to use, pretty self-explanatory, and easy. And it also does, it does have the ebook and the answer key there, so if you like having those pieces of paper in front of you, those are there as well. The student portal has also the grade book, but they don't have the same features that the parent one does. They can just see what they completed and what they got as their score. And then it has the lesson tab, and then it has a bunch of things down at the bottom that are just like for fun extras, like changing the background and changing the character, and we use that every once in a while, but it wasn't really something that my kids did often. But in the lesson, it has a little walkthrough lesson, interactive lesson, so it will ask some questions that they have to answer during the lesson. And then after the lesson, there are typically like 4 to 5 practice problems, and then there are up to like 22 work-through problems. We did like teaching textbooks. I do like how easy it is for me, the parent, the instructor, and my kids did enjoy the lessons, but the problems were very repetitive. Like, it would ask the same questions for like 10 lessons. Not the same exact questions, but like the same type of questions for like 10 lessons. And once my child understood those problems, they would get really frustrated having to keep answering them when they understood it. They got that. They didn't want to have to keep practicing it when they understood it. And so I know for some students, some learners, that's really helpful. For my learners, it was causing more
aggravation, more frustration than it was helping. So my daughter asked to go back to Matthew C, which is what we'd started, and so that's why we went back to Matthew C. It's a great program. I do like it. It just didn't work for us.
Okay, so here is Beast Academy. If you choose the physical book, this is what you get. You get the guide and you get the practice book that comes with the guide. The guide is written in a comic book style. So it has it has a narrative of the idea that they are teaching that week. And so you read the lesson together. So then you come over here to the practice book and you will find the work problems that the student needs to do over here. And that's it. So this is the physical book. They do have an online program now that is a completely interactive online program that a lot of people that I know that are using Beast Academy have switched over to that online program. I'll try to insert a little bit of a screen roll here to kind of show you, but I don't actually have access to the actual program, just the demo version, which you can go online and see. So I hope you guys found that useful. If you have any other questions, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. And while you're down there, I hope you will subscribe to this channel and give this, ring that notification bell and give this video a thumbs up. And that's all I have for you guys today. So I will see you again soon. Bye.
Has a parent portal and then a child portal. Teaching Textbooks has a parent portal and a child portal. I cannot say that word.